Welcome to Crow and Klein. Here today with a daily dose of energy. I've got the Moonology Oracle cards out, and our card of focus is the third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. Here, let's go ahead and see if we can get that focused a little bit. Yeah, so this card is about reevaluating a situation that you're in. Pardon me, let me get a better hold on that. A situation in your life. And it's something that has good things about it. It's something that has negative things about it. And this card is asking that you reevaluate and understand the negative emotions that you have attached to the situation, a person, whatever, okay? And release that negativity. Releasing the negativity around whatever this is going to allow you forward momentum. It's also going to remind you of what is truly important in your world. Okay? So let go of the negativity to sort of, I guess, give you some clarity about what's important to you. Because staying in the situation and not reevaluating it is kind of throwing you out of whack a little bit. It's throwing you off balance. Okay? And when we're off balance, it can cause other issues in our lives. So maybe it's time to hatch a whole new plan completely. This card does say, don't worry. I mean, this is a card of all is not lost. Okay, because there is something new and exciting around the corner. But you've got to trust and move the situation forward. And the suggestion of this card is to understand the emotions surrounding the situation or the person or whatever it is that you are asking about. Be honest about it, release the negativity around it, and through the understanding of that, you'll be able to move forward with some clarity, okay? That, I feel like I repeated myself a lot with that, but it was necessary for someone, probably for me. I have some things I gotta let go of. So, let's unpack this. Adjustments are required. Reevaluating a situation for better understanding and release. All right? All right. Get these cards shuffled up. And thank you again for being here with me. The energy's been kind of wild and woolly lately. I am honored to be able to bring you messages. And I so appreciate all of the ways that you've supported the channel. Liking, subscribing, viewing, sharing, coffee. All my details are in the drop down. If you so want to explore a little more. All right. Reevaluating. Okay. Yeah, you've been kind of waiting for a message. Okay, and the page is bringing in a message. All right. So it is coming. It is coming. The pages are typically sort of more of a planning phase, you know, and then the knight takes whatever it is into action. So this is definitely a message of, it's good news, it's good luck, it's love, all of those things. And so this is good because the energy of adjustments are required says that there are good things coming around the corner. Okay, just for you. All right. Oh, but you are in this emotion. You are in your emotions. This is sorrow. Okay. Letting go of the negativity, the sorrow around certain situations. And when we turn around, there's something more and better to come. Okay. But this is your energy right now. And I completely understand. And we are really all working through some really tough things in our lives, and it doesn't always have to do with other people. You know, it can just be some really deep shadow work. Okay, so I understand this emotion, but this is where you are right now. So there is an understanding on some level that adjustments are required, that something needs to be released. The great thing about fives, though, you guys, fives are a breakthrough. All right. Keep in mind. Okay, yeah. So what did I just say? Like stepping away from this emotion, right? So the Page of Swords often goes to high ground, detaches from emotion, you know, from the situation emotionally, because swords is of the mind, of the intellect, and gets a better vantage point of the situation, is able to see things coming towards, right? And has clarity. Clarity comes with better vision. So, yeah, keep in mind you need to sort of separate from the emotions in this. Okay. And I feel like that is important. Once you do that, I think that this message is going to become very, very clear for you. Okay. Adjustments are required. Reevaluate the situation. I love it because that's what the page does. The page goes to high ground to see things from a different perspective, okay? With clarity, possible epiphany, you know? All right, what do we got for this Page of Cups? Yeah, okay. So it really, something that you've worked on for a really, really, really long time, okay? Yeah, this message is going to be about something that you've worked on for a really, really long time. And yeah, this is the situation you're being asked to revisit and to reevaluate. Okay. Revisit and reevaluate. Oh boy. Revisit and reevaluate. I don't know why I'm stuck on that for some weird reason. It's, I mean, of course it's, and maybe that's why you're in sort of this state of sorrow as well, because this is something that you have worked with for such a long time. Okay, it's making sense to me. All right, let's get another card for your energy. Yep. Yeah, you are definitely in your Wounded Warrior. You know, but I like this card for your energy, and I'll tell you why. It is the card of resilience. Okay. There's so this person has been through hell and back, and you know what? They're still standing. They're wounded. They're exhausted. They're whatever, but they're not giving up. Okay, so I like this energy for you, because what happens with the Nine of Wands is, as we move through all of these, you know, hard events in our lives, we gain wisdom, and we hang on to that, and that helps us with our discernment for moving forward. Okay, so you're in the energy of, I feel like, of just being overloaded with sorrow after sorrow after sorrow. And it does really have to do, I believe, with something that you've worked on for so long. Okay? It's time to step away from the emotions and look at it from the logical place. You know, maybe have a conversation with yourself and pretend that you're your bestie going through this. And what advice would you give your bestie in this particular situation? Okay, because you're strong enough to get through it. You're strong enough to release all of this sorrow around whatever you've been working on, and you're strong enough to reevaluate and to pivot or start something new. Okay. Yeah. So we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, this is like excitement for something new. It's like a spark of creativity and taking action on it. Okay, so there's some sort of clarity in this sort of reevaluating your situation and releasing the negative emotions involved, stepping away from them with our Page of Swords. There's going to be some sort of clarity that comes with that and new perspective that's going to spark some interest again. Okay, you're going to be shown the way forward with this Knight of Wands once we step out of that sorrow energy and sorrow emotion and release it. Okay, because remember, adjustments are required is all about releasing. All right, and as a reminder, it's also a card of all is not lost. Okay, it just is going to require an honest look at a situation that you've worked on for a really, really, really long time that hasn't yet come to fruition. And you have to decide, do you continue with it or not? If you continue with it, you must release the sorrow that you have around it. Okay? Is it worth staying in sorrow? The advice, like I said, take a different perspective, step away and detach from the emotion and take a logical look at the situation, because you will understand. You will understand. And then there will be, like I said, this spark of interest for something else and action on something else. Okay, so that is your message. I think it's pretty clear. So yeah, like and subscribe, share with your bestie. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate you, and I will see you soon. Bye.